Start 'em up edition today. See if anyone pops in. If vintage turns up, I've got a saw to show him what it should sound like when it idles. Suppose I better get it organised. For the main event. Still a bit stiff, that. Everyone's probably at work. I'll do night shift again. It's kind of a bummer, but if no one pops in, then everyone can watch it when I'm finished, like when it uploads. Hopefully the tank doesn't leak in this. That'll be enough. The other saws have still got fuel in them. I should have done a video on this particular saw, but I just wanted to get it done because I had to go to bed to go to night shift. I do, however, have to put some oil in it because I want to check all that out. Hopefully. Oh, I see fumes. I don't. Fuel cap. Fuel cap's leaking. And the tank's leaking. Lovely. I sealed it. It might, once it gets some heat into it, it might stop. Right at the very front, right where I missed the bloody sealer. Yeah, lovely. Got to get some oil into it. Leaking like a sieve. And that's empty again. Far out. Oh, I'll choke it. This fuel tank's leaking like a sieve now. It's taking the paint off of it too. Far out. Need to let's just see if it'll fire off on itself by itself. Nope. Sounds a bit noisy too. was hoping it wasn't going to be. Bearings. I've got another set sitting in vinegar. It's been there since this time yesterday morning. I've just checked it now and they're nice and smooth. I reckon that leaked out yesterday, the whole lot, judging by the weight. Get a shot in there, let's go. Butterfly is sticky, I'll have to keep trying it with a prime. Hope it starts, runs and idles all right, but I've got to get it to start sucking its own fuel. And I've got to tweak the throttle linkage, it gets caught. Choke it. Huh. Choke it again. Fuel tank's leaking like a sieve. That's annoying. Now I think it's flooded. Maybe it didn't shoot any fuel in there before. Come on. God. Whoops. The choke. Go away. The butterflies. This is the carb off the saw from the last live that didn't have the top part of the tank. So, I don't think she's going to pull fuel. This is hard work. It's bloody hot today. bottom screw. That one. Go out another turn. I don't think she wants to go. Put some more fuel in there. A couple more squirts in there. Choke it this time. Trying. She's trying. I'm so annoyed with that tank. I'll sit it down there, we'll try it again later. I need another cloth. Oh, wow. Sun's not out yet, but it's trying to come out. It's been foggy the last 2 days. Raining, foggy, like thick fog, rain. Whew. Where is everyone today? Well, it's only 2. Both at work, probably. That's alright, I'll just do it like a video and someone pops in, then we'll go to chit chat then. So that's a PM60, poured it. That's that one from the last live, missing the top part of the fuel tank. It's leaking like a sieve. Basically the same spot as the other one, and that bolts from that bloody handle, so I don't know why it's decided to crack. So it's going to have to be looked at again, torn down. It's not completely finished. There's a couple of bolts on the bottom strap brace for the rear handle. I've got to fix the one in the cylinder and find another bolt and the rubber insert in the handle and the bolt at the end, and I've got to find, I've got an air filter cover, but it's got PM700 on it and I need the twist nut. Okay, so I brought 4 Max with me. The famous 1010. I've just cracked the fuel cap now and it relieved pressure. There'd be enough fuel in it to give it a start and brap. I want to see how it starts now. It's been sitting in the back of the ute for 2 weeks still. Haven't touched it since the torture test. Air filter's pretty grotty. I just wanted to see how it'll restart after sitting for so long. Side covers on it, I might just take it off. And the bar plates, put the nuts in there. How's everyone doing? Doing pretty good, but that's hard work, that pulling that saw over. Let's see how this 1010 starts after sitting for so long. The famous 1010 torture test. I love this saw. I reckon the points need cleaning. Love the old girl. It's got an aftermarket cylinder on it, I think. There's no stamps or nothing on it. So yeah, I've got a mate. He plays Pokemon Go. He has a 3D printer. I'm going to try and see if he can reproduce the dust screen around the starter. Doesn't have to be exact. You can have round holes, not square. Because the 1010 one's broken, the 850 one's completely missing, or one half of it. There's only a third of it there, the rest is gone. But I've got a few other saws. I need about 10 actually, dust screens. So vintage, if you pop in, I'll do it again, but just in case you don't and you watch it later. This is my 850. One of them, I've got two. I think the cylinder's got bar oil in it now. Looking at that, it's coming out the muffler. So basically, I brought this up to show you what an 850 is supposed to sound like when it's idling. So we'll see how it starts. It should start pretty good. Normally does. Cylinder's full of bar oil. I'll have to fix that too now. one's going to have to be stored like that until I fix that problem. Good old bar oil gets sucked into the cylinder. Oh. Just needs a... How's it going? Who's watching? I'm just kind of making it like a video because no one was show. Okay. Who we got? How are we today? Just back at the same spot as the last live. Starting up some max. I've already done 2.5, you may as well say. Just making it like a video if no one popped in, but someone's here. Just fired up the 850 and the famous 1010. It's warm here. Overcast, but the sun's trying to come out. It's been foggy and raining the last 2 days. Since Sunday. Well, it's only Tuesday, yeah. Don't be shy, what's going on? Hey, Smargo, good timing. The 60 fuel tank leaks like a sieve. Actually, it's slowed down. Nah, leaks like a sieve. Didn't seal it properly. I left the RTV around the gasket like I did with the 700. Someone swore. I need to read it. What's going on? Show it. No, it's... You said that F word, it cuts it out. We got someone else watching, but they haven't said anything. We just had the 850s leaking air going, number 3. R&G. What's going on? The 850's leaking bar oil into the cylinder. It was completely full. Still pulled it over and started, but it shot it all out on my foot when she fired. You know what I'll do? I'll put you back in the Captiva and I'll show you. The 850's reliable as anything, even with the bar oil in the cylinder. Still fired on 5-6 pulls, whatever it was, on choke, the way it went. Mozzie repellent. It doesn't take much, a couple of braps and it's gone, but it's still in the muffler, so. So until I sort it out, I'll have to store it that way. Famous 1010. Both the 850 and the 1010 have been in the back of here for 2 weeks. So, number 2 and number 3, oh, R&G, sorry I forgot you were here. So I finished this yesterday, it's not complete. Still gotta put the insert, the bolt there, repair the one at the front, the back one's already in. got to repair the tank again. It's leaking. Why the charcoal? Because I don't have black. This was in the live last week. Oh, sorry, Sunday. Missing the top part of the tank. There's a PM60. I've ported it. I brought it for the maiden voyage today, but the tank's leaking like a sieve, and I haven't put a kit in the carb because I wanted to give it a fighting chance. But if you want to hear it fire, I'll fire it. I'm going fast because Darcy's on smoko, so give it a shot. Pull the choke on again because it might suck fuel. I sprayed some in the diaphragm there, and that's all it does. So I'm going to have to sort the tank out again. Luckily the gasket comes out. I'll photo it and see if I can cut it out on the machine at home. I've got brand new roll of cork paper, or cork gasket. Well, I don't know if you call it paper or what, but it's in a roll. I'm going to do fuel cap gaskets as well over the Christmas break, because I'm going to be a very bored person. I'm smashing these projects out pretty fast. Now I brought the 81, I put a brand new rope in it. Single jet. Single jet 81. Snap the rope on the two-stroke therapy part 3 or round 3. That cap's good on this saw. It seals. It just relieve pressure on me. Should only fire out the forest, and that was it, and the rope broke. So now I'm going to try it out again. I've actually got to adjust the throttle lock because it's not even doing anything. I forget which way you turn them, in or out. I think it's in, which pulls the butterfly open if you screw it in, I think. Makes sense to me. Is it in or out? Out. Screw the screw out, I think. Can't remember, it was only 2 days ago I did it on the 60 to get it to idle with the throttle lock. Everyone's going, what's going on? Don't like McCulloch's? Yeah, I don't know, maybe the throttle linkage is foobar. Just give me a sec, guys. I'm trying to sort this throttle lock out on this 81 so I can get it to high idle instead of just being on idle. It's warming up. That's why I wanted to do this early in the morning. It's probably not early, it's probably about 10. Old nasty that McCulloch. Yes, they're all Max. Well, I bought 4 Max up here. a guy that comes in, he's called Vintage, 2 Vintage Chainsaws or something like that. He's got an 850 that he can't seem to get it to run properly. It's obviously got an air leak, so I thought I'd bring the 850 and show him what it's supposed to sound like when it's idling. I think he's new to McCulloch's. Okay, so I've got this 81 pretty much ready to fire. I just want to see why it's carrying on like it's carrying on. So take the jet out to 1 1/4. I'll give it a nice one. Sure is. Especially this 81, because I pretty much built it from the ground back up. It was missing missing the starter, flywheel, still had the Vintage 850. I'll just show you quickly. That's what an 850 is supposed to sound like when it's idling. I don't want to run it for too long. It sucks in bar oil now for some reason. So I'll see if I can get it started and then I'll go with the story. I don't think it wants to today. I don't think it wants to today. Can't work out why it doesn't want to run when I had it running. Yes. $73 to $77. This one or the 850. Yes. Well, yes and no, because I like my Rex. It's a 1958 Series 2 Solo Rex. Hands, I don't mind that. Mine are stuffed anyway, but when I run a rigid mount saw all day, like now, they're good. But after a day's cutting, and like when I make the films for you guys, they my right one fills up with fluid and I can't close my fist. Well, I can't do that. Just 2 secs, I'm gonna put yours, down on the ground. I'd have to take the tank off to get to my, yes. Yes, they are. Don't know where I can put this actually. You know what? Back in the car. Sorry. Yes, full of whatever after a day's cutting. Man glitter. So, since I've got vintage back and R&G. Did I start the 1010? I think I did when Darcy was in. Oh, vintage. Forgot that you were here. Remember the saw the other day in the live without the top of the tank? This is it. It's a PM60. Another one. This one's ported now, but the fuel tank's leaking like a sieve, even though I've... Hang on a minute. It might be stopped. No, it's still leaking. I got the gasket out. I put the Permatex, not Permatex, Loctite aviation gasket sealant around both sides, but it still leaks. And that's the carb that was on this saw originally. It's not sucking fuel, so I've got to take the carb back off. I've got to put the rubber insert here, a couple of bolts. I filled it with oil. It does pump it automatically. She's ported. Intake was 120 duration from the factory. It's now 150. I have to take about that much off. It was a lot. Oh, yeah, I've got the Neotech 070. I haven't filmed it. Good saw. Parts for 070. Oh, no, you can still get them brand new. No. Oh, part saws. I'll have a sit down and I'll... Joking. 070 you can still get new, but not metallic. I lie, you can. If you can get a hold of Max the Mac Man in America, he's got a whole factory full of NOS bits still in bags and whatnot, but depending on where you are in the world, it'll depend on 4 people. What have we got going on today? Starting some Max. Just talking to R&G. Max the Mac Man. I believe he has from Mini Mac up to maybe 797 parts. Find him on Facebook. We actually asked him a while ago for PM800 piston and rings. He did have them, but it was going to cost a lot to get to me. So, but I've managed to get it at 850 parts all. I only needed one piston ring off. So she now runs, but she needs bearings. The 800 needs a flywheel side bearing, same as the PM60, but I'm hoping that'll clean up. And the single jet 81, she's a bit noisy. McCulloch, yeah, Max the Mac Man on Facey. He does have a YouTube channel, but he does sort of like C10 truck or ute. They're utes for us, but truck videos, basically like 4-wheel driving. Here we got number 4. There's a couple of people who haven't said anything yet. Just comment, start it up, and I'll pick a saw, or you pick the saw. I've got the famous 1010. My 850, that's the only two that'll start at the moment. The 81 still won't fire, and the PM60 won't suck fuel, I can still give it a shot. And 5 people, that's a new record. No, gone already. But yeah, the Pro Max. Yeah, go for it. I know my channel didn't start out as chainsaws, but that's what I play with the most. Do a lot of people leave because I smoke? Probably. Can't help it, I don't drink, so. Oh, that's right, I've got to put this filter on because of the sun. There we go. Much better. Everyone's going, what's going on? Someone swore in the comment again. Did you say something, Aaron? Struggling, yes. Everyone. I love, yeah, the old stuff as well. Someone swore. I can't read it. It wasn't Darcy because I read his one before. Okay, my like friends USA something. It must have been you, RNG. I'll get to read it once the live's over, but I can't read it right now. From USA, struggling, must be, yes. Well, I've got 7 kids in the house at the moment. Well, yeah, like I say, each to their own. The Macs are quite easy. Once you do 2 or 3, they're easy. They're a lot easier than like a farm boss steel of the modern day era. A hell of a lot easier than those because you got the stratified intake and the fuel hoses routed. They're routed. They're not just dangling there and you just bend them around and put them on, and the throttle linkage is different. It goes like that now. It doesn't push pull. It's on a cam. They're easy. Very. Well, I did that PM60 yesterday before I went to bed for night shift. Pulled it down. I stripped it down after the live. I stripped that saw, the 710. My PM570, that's another saw that'll be coming up maybe for Sunday. Start them up Sundays. And I pressure washed them yesterday and I assembled the 60 in, it's about 5 hours. That's cleaning every part on the wire wheel, every bolt, cleaning the threads on the wire wheel, on all the bolts, Loctite, everything. It's hard that you're in Tassie. I was going to say, if you want, you could probably mail it to me and I can have a look-see. I mean, if it's intake boot, I can't help you there. No farm. I used to live on a farm when I was younger, when I was given the Pro Max 650 when I was 17. Where I am now, I'm away from home because there's 4 kids at home. The baby and the eldest is home from the army for 5 weeks, and my eldest daughter finished year 10 already, and another one's sick. But yeah, I'm just near the freeway. The baby, she doesn't like engines for some reason, or drills. She runs away screaming. But if she's in the house, she doesn't care. But I feel I get... So I can hear birds and stuff. It's kind of like being out in the bush where I cut, only I've got the freeway traffic. But up here I'm not annoying the neighbours. So starting and revving saws. There's a house over there, but it's empty. And the nearest house is 500 metres away, roughly, from me. So I come up here because I can start and rev and do whatever I want, talk. Wave for people when they go down the freeway. So I've got vintage and R&G. So first person that come in hasn't. Well, if you stand at my front door, open my front door, I've got no neighbours to the right, but everyone across, like, it's only a 50-metre street, something like that. There's 4 or 5 houses opposite me, and the direct neighbour on the left, they're Indians. We don't see them. But I can't talk. As soon as if I'm at home and I start talking, the kids come out and find out they look at my phone and see what I'm doing, whether I'm live or whatnot. It's kind of annoying, but I mean, Leon lets his kids in, but that's different. His kids are disciplined. You can't do it anymore these days. So, and if I yell at them on video, I'll get... Yes, the 800 series have a big plate. This is an 81 single jet. As soon as you take the clutch off, it slides out. It's good because it protects the seal. It's basically the same as the 10 series, but they've got the little shim that protects the seal. Who hasn't seen me fire the famous 1010 yet? The 60 I can only fire it, it won't run. I'll have to take that gasket back out and I'll get a photo of it and measure it so I can cut them out. Some new ones. But I'll have to seal it, reseal it properly. Some copper RTV or something. Maybe the grey stuff because the tank's grey. That's better. I had an issue with the last live too. I ended it, but it didn't end. You know, when you go to the channel and you got my picture, it said live 14 hours and something. Well, that can't be right. As soon as it like as soon as it uploaded to my channel, because once you finish a live, it saves so you can watch it, and then you can make it available for everyone else to watch. As soon as I did that, it went to 3 hours and 39 minutes. I can't get over how many views there is on it. I watched it a few times, but that's me. I watch myself back just to make sure I'm conducting myself pretty good, because like I haven't been out like to a pub or a club or anything since I was 21, so 17 years. I go to work and I come home. That's it. That's my life. But I don't really socialise with any of the people I work with either. It's kind of gone out the window. So doing this is making me better as a person. Yes. When it saves, it makes it private, but I go into studio and I make it public, because at the moment at the lives is all I can do. I can't make videos at home because of the kids. Plus it's coming into summer and I've only got a tin garden shed out the back that I could possibly do videos in, but it's right next to one of the kids' bedrooms as well. Yeah. Yep. So I used to go with my cousins and my brothers and stuff, play poker. We had the APL in town. Play poker, drink. That's it. I could think while I'm up here, kind of. And night time, while I'm at work, I usually watch back videos, come up with ideas for new videos. Up here, I can start the saws and muck around with them and stuff. Still got heaps to do. Got heaps to test. Can't do that until March next year. As I was saying the other day, it's a pity there's no timber up here, because people dump rubbish up here, and I was hoping there might be some logs or something up here, but there isn't. I was going to bring the other 1010 as well, the Super 1010, to see if it would cooperate a bit more today. Flat. Yeah, it's not flat here. There's mountains in the distance. I'm not coming up on the phone, I don't think. No. It's hilly. It's hilly here. That's the freeway, yeah. Well, Western Highway. I forget where you are, RNG. I'm in Australia, as you know. They call it a freeway, but it's actually called the Western Highway. It goes from Melbourne to Adelaide. 10-hour drive, 9-hour drive. So, Serbia. Serbia. You know what? I work with a couple of Serbians. Vladimir is one of them, and the other one is Milan. It's funny, when they talk Serbian, I can kind of understand them. because they say some words in English that, like traffic lights, roundabout, Vladimir. Vladimir's a good bloke. I don't work with them much anymore, but I still see them every now and then. I used to work with them all the time, but we do asphalt. I forget, Vladimir told me his story, I can't remember. Maybe the ones before that, because was there ones before that? He's older than me. 47 or 8. 1990 wars, he would have been 17. Oh, he's not that old, I don't think. No, he's not that old. No, only if you buy them second hand. Yes, probably. I can't remember. I think he said his dad came when the war. It might have been then. 45. Possibly. Get sunburn. Yeah, only old saws you can get if you buy them second hand from someone else. Dad, yeah. Might have been grandfather, yeah. I forget, he's told me the story. Told me the story about 7 years ago when I first met him. I've been here 8 years, nearly 9. Philippine connection. Yes, there's, I don't know if you know him, Paveen, I forget his last name. He's in Kuala Lumpur. They still have 372, 044, 066 or 660, 070s. You can still get them brand new if you get them through him. He'll import them for you or export. So we can still buy them, 371s, 372, 395s, 070, which is MS720, 288 Huskies, 61s you can still get from third world countries and get them, you can import them into the country. So yes, you still can get them, but not here. Yes, but we can't buy them at the shops brand new. We've got to get them in from overseas. So if we go to Husky dealer now, we can only get the 5, the 4 series and the 5 series from the shops, brand new. But if you get in touch with Paveen Raj, I think his name is. Yeah. You still can get them, but you can't get them here. You've got to get them. You've got to get them, but import. You've got to import them, but then it's whether you're allowed to run them or not. Or I suppose it doesn't really matter. If you're cutting firewood and someone comes out, I was cutting when I was doing the messmate videos. The big messmate with the 394 and Super Pro 125 Darcy's. I don't have beer. Coffee. Yeah, they won't. Why beer? No money to buy it. There's no point me drinking. Yes. Oh. If I've got money to buy it, I'll buy it, but beer, yeah, we've got to buy it here. It's about $50 or $60 a carton, a slab, or 24 bottles. $16.90. Too much, because everything in Australia is taxed. They tax your pay packet. You go to get fuel, it's $2 something a litre. They take 70 cents of that as tax. So you're paying tax on your tax you've already paid. Everything's taxed here. 140. $16.90 was it? Yeah. I got a 16.29 type 3. It's a little yellow. It's a PM 320, I think it is. Tax on tax, yes. So for instance, if I want to buy a Holzformer 288 from Pharmatech directly, I think they're $296 US dollars. Our dollar to US dollars is 60 cents. So if they come here, they get 40 cents extra to their dollar. If we go there, we lose money. So it works out to be like $500, and then you've got to pay shipping, which is about, sometimes it's free, sometimes it's not, but then you got to pay with PayPal, and then it works out to be like $800 to get it here. But we have Pharmatech have got a warehouse on the other side of the city now, and it will only cost me, I think they're $380 now for us to get it, ones that are already here. But as I say, it's $380. Yeah, because I went on to have a look at the Black Friday sales, and they had the MS 880s for $523, I think it was. And then when I went in to work it out, it's still going to be like $1,000, because you've got to pay tax once it gets here to import it. Everything's taxed, even our food. Milk's $5.30, I think, for 3 litres. So we don't buy fresh milk anymore. It's all in the cartons. Ultra heat HT milk or whatever it is. Still $1.30 or something a litre. The long life milk. Yeah. Well, even still at Husqvarna get assembled in China now. The farm and ranch saws, the mini bosses, wood bosses, they're all assembled in China. How's it going? Number 4. We're just chatting about stuff, tax, so much tax here in Australia. Asked if you can still get old saws. You can, if we can import them through Pavine. There we go, I've got some more people in. Let me know if you want me to fire up a saw. I've got the famous 1010 and there's an 850 out here. The other 2 saws won't run. Instead of me asking, I'll just do it. May as well, eh? The sun's coming out, it's getting hot, so I'll have to wrap it up very shortly. Spamming with tax and questions. No, all good. Supposed to be working. I'm just talking to R&G. He's over in Serbia. Sick. It's about to fire up the famous 1010 again because I got 5 people watching and too busy flabbergasting. Fire up the 1010. She's been sitting for a bit. Vintage. Cold start, first pull. 850 will do the same. Maybe. Trying to third pull, yeah, cold, because she's sitting like that because it sucks bar oil in. Can you see it? Yeah, there. I'm trying to come up with an idea of a repair for the intake boot. There's possibly a model of steel out there that has one like designed like that. I'm hoping, because you can use a 660 boot and a 410 home light with a bit of trimming. Because you can't get them, but hey, Vintage, if you're still watching, try and get a hold of Max the Mac Man. Mix the parts. Yeah, still MS660 intake boot you can put on a home light 410. I did 2 videos on it because I've done 2 repairs already. But yeah, Vintage, get a hold of Max the Mac Man. You probably would have seen posts from him on the mechanic groups. You can only get a hold of him on Facebook. Yeah, but a 660's from 2000 and I think 2000 till 2020 roughly when they were phased out, maybe earlier. But I just get the Pharmatech boots. I think one of the 410s I had has a genuine one in it. It's possibly the one that was sold. Or maybe can we cast one? Make a cast or something and put just, I don't know what rubber you'd use, but yeah, I don't know. What about home light 350, 360 intake boots look roughly alike? Because R&G, I reckon, because I've got another 850 at home, it does start and run, but it sounds like Vintage's, like it's maybe the intake boots. Oh. Depends how, yeah. Mine's nearly, that one that was off this 81 was nearly split all the way around. And they got that spring around them to stop something, I don't know what. Actually, the 81's got the spring. The 850 doesn't. So maybe the spring's missing. I'm just thinking, because I've got that other 81 at home, I don't. And obviously the other 81 that's scored on the intake, this starter belongs on in the muffler. Was it the muffler? I can't remember now. I'm just thinking, because like I got two, I'm going to need two intake boots regardless, I reckon. And vintage possibly needs one, because I'd say here's a split. I did make a video yesterday morning, but I haven't put it up because it's decided to put it on YouTube upside down. I went to the bearing shop yesterday to see if I can sort out a possible replacement for the flywheel side bearing and seals. They have clutch side seals, you can get them, no worries, but I basically need the owner to be back. He's away. Spring's a waste of time. Well, possibly. So yeah, tomorrow I've got to go back there tomorrow. I want to try and, if I can't get the flywheel side bearing for any max with the seal that goes inside, I said, well, I'll get a narrower, like a not as wide bearing for the flywheel side, and put the seal, a complete seal around the case. Because something's got to be done, like, apart from paying huge money to get parts from Max, we need to sort something else. Sophia, I don't think he said he had any intake boots. He probably does, but does want to get rid of them. So yeah, I'm hoping I could go chat to the owner of the bearing shop tomorrow, because he's fairly up on. The guys that worked there yesterday couldn't search nothing, so I don't know what. So clutch side seals you can get that go in the bearing holder. I want to sort out a yes, thumbs up, please. I'll fire some more saws up. I just want the other people that are watching that haven't said anything, and then I'll start them up again. A lot of people come and go.